Happy Halloween! Trick or treat! Suck my dick. Give me something good to eat. Not the dick though. Alright, today we're gonna be going over how to get the second hardest badge in the game, defensive stopper. The first is hustle rebounder. At least for me, it took me the most time. The defensive stopper is a very underrated badge. Let's go over. This is just for show, just to show you that I have it. Essentially, what defensive stopper does is it negates, doesn't completely negate, but it drops your opponent's badges down one. Of course, if you're a paint protector or a defensive player, you'll be able to drop it way more, but I'm not. And this is what you're going to want to do. You go to teammate grade, and you're going to go down and you're gonna find where it says stop opponent's fast break, which is close to the second from the bottom over there. And that one is hard to get. You have to get a good transition D. That's the hardest thing. Now I got it on 10. There's different levels to get it on. Some said 25. For my friend, he said he got it when it reached 25. For me, as soon as it reached 10, I got unlocked. So I don't know, maybe it's a difference between archetypes. And then the other thing you're gonna have to do is get 150 good contested shots. So pretty much you have to contest 150 shots and you have to get a good contest on them. I have way more than 150. That was not the problem, and for most of you it's not going to be the problem to get that 150 unless you've been playing on maybe rookie all this time and you never had to contest those shots. So that's what you're gonna have to do. Now let's begin. Let's go ahead. Boom, we're gonna go to camera. You don't want to be on 2K or Drive, which most people I think play on. You want to go to dynamic broadcast because it's easier to get the ball turned over and then run back to get that good transition stop. So pretty much it's easier to lob it up. The way you lob it up, just like how I did right there, is triangle and double tap triangle, and then while you're moving in a directional button. The way the left stick is pointed, that's the way your guy is gonna throw it. So if you point the left stick to the right, you're gonna lob it up to the right. If you point it to the left, left, up, down, and so on. Pretty much, boom, right there. Good transition D. That's what you're gonna want to get. Now there's rules to this. You have to be the first one to be back on D, and pretty much the first one in the paint. But you have to wait until that team gets possession of the ball. If you run too fast, too quickly, too fast down the other end, you're not going to get a good transition D. As you see right here, I ran too quickly. I didn't really affect the play by stopping anyone, and the game's not going to count that as good transition D because boom, you know, you already were guarding it. You were ahead of the play. You can't be too ahead of the play. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to be just right. And the second thing, let's say even if the other team, pretty much, let's say the other team does grab possession, wait before crossing half court until they have complete possession, and then run back with them. Boom. That time it wasn't good at all, not the greatest. And then pretty much you're going up again, and you're gonna try to repeat. Now that throwing the right lob, a lot of people don't really know how to do it. You see that time wasn't the greatest, but it worked out for me. Now I'm running down. Boom, good transaction D. Now you see what I did there? If you go too ahead of them, you won't you won't get that good transition D because the game's not going to count it. It's not going to represent you stopping anyone. So you kind of have to be the first person back to the paint from your team. You could still get good transition D if you're not the first person back if your opponent goes. B, you kind of have to run along with the player on offense so it represents you slowing them or stopping them, because if you're too ahead of them, it's not gonna count. That's where the difficult part is. If you run too much ahead of the play, too much ahead of the other team on the fast break, it's not going to count as anything. And you'll see it here. Like, you'll see it multiple times. It's going to keep happening. Now, this is just, bullshit. For them to run out the clock. Bam. Let's run it down, run it down, run it down, run it down. Boom. And that's another important thing. Try to make sure that you're closest to that half court point mark, because as a center, I get outran a lot, and your teammates are pretty much going to try to outrun you. At this point, your teammates are hazards. Bam. See, good. Ah, there we go. I got it. I guess it counted. It wasn't the greatest. So essentially, do not try to run ahead of the play too much. If you do, it's not going to count it, and you're going to keep wanting to lob it up. Remember, the proper way to lob it up, double tap the lob, and then with the left directional stick, aim it in the direction you kind of want it to go in. And you kind of maybe want to run, like you want to start running, let's say, up the court, and then and then pretty much quickly flick the directional on the opposite side you're running to get a good lob, to get a horrible lob, not a good lob. That's the most important thing. The lob is gonna mess up. You're gonna get frustrated by it. Right now, I've had some luck. See, I tried to lob it, but I'm just passing it, and he just passed it back. Ah, there you go. Got backcourt violation, but whatever. That's a little bit of bullshit. Again, this that is gonna pay some major dividends when you're coming up against, when you're playing in my park or pro am. It's a very underrated badge, and not everyone has it because not everybody wants to put in the time to get it. Really. All right. I just skipped a bunch of that. There was a quick technicality for some of you saying, "Oh, he's like replaying the same game." I am, because I quit the other one halfway, went to play my park with some other homies. So, and I didn't end up saving this one, so pretty much I had to restart it. So sorry about that. I guess it's a good thing for me. Boom. And I pretty much saved you guys some time. There was some bullshit possession which happened in between that. If some of you were wondering why is he playing like multiple first quarters, that's why I'm playing multiple first quarters. At some point, I just wanted to go and play on my park. Now let's do this again. Again, you want to be the one on the top. You don't want your teammates there. Okay, running it down, and nope. It's not an exact science, unfortunately. See, that time, my teammate probably like kept me from getting a good transition D, which is unfortunate for me. Run it down. Good transition defense. There you go. My grade's an F. You're gonna take some losses, but I got it. And exactly as you seen there, I didn't outrun the play again. Alright guys, that's pretty much going to be wrapping it up. So if you have any questions about how to do any of the things I explained, let me know. Put it down in the comments. If you feel this video helped you out in any sort of way, just give me a like and subscribe if you love me. Come on, you know you love me. You gotta love me. Alright, I'm gonna stop being weird. And of course, happy Halloween, and enjoy the rest of the holiday if you have not already. Trick or treat. Suck my dick. Don't give me that to eat though. Please. I'm serious. I don't want no dick. Guys. I'm serious. I'm serious. Okay, I'm just. Well, maybe someday. Nah. Peace for y'all who have stayed this long. I'll see you guys later. Enjoy.